Hey everybody, Chris here. So there was a big rise in the crypto markets on Monday afternoon. Leading the charge was Ethereum, but also Dogecoin as well. We were watching Dogecoin on the charts as we had an epic 5-hour live stream on Monday. So why do I think that not only Ethereum, but Dogecoin is leading what I'm calling now the start of altcoin season? We're going to explore that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my videos come out as well as when I do live streams. And a lot of talk about Ethereum ETFs now. Could there be this rotation out of Bitcoin and Solana into not only Ethereum, but other altcoins as well, including Doge? Yes, that could be happening as well with Doge. So let's get into it. Let's take a closer look at the charts and the news, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. And we start here with the current price of Dogecoin on the chart, over 16.5 cents. That's right. We had this big run yesterday where Doge was down here in the low 15s. Giant run. And those bears who are thinking Doge is going to drop back down to 13 cents or even lower, you're burnt. Also, of course, we had a lot of short squeezes happening yesterday as well, and we talked about that on the live stream, looking at how many millions of dollars of shorts were getting liquidated yesterday. And that's continuing today too, because there were a lot of short positions that were opened up here, not only for Doge, but also Bitcoin and especially ETH. That's right. Look at the move that ETH is making this morning, up over 3,800 now. This 3,700 line was my resistance line, and ETH just battled it all night long. And now moving on up past very strong. We do see Solana moving down, which is why I think there could be a rotation happening out of Solana and into ETH. But we also see Bitcoin, and particularly if we zoom out a little to the 1 hour here, again, looking at the big move for Bitcoin following ETH, ETH's move was much bigger, which leads to Bitcoin dominance. And what happens with Bitcoin dominance? It drops. So it was up over 56% and now holding on to 54% as big drop in the dominance. That is the start of altcoin season right there at 3 o'clock on Monday. That's what I'm calling the start. So let's go ahead and let's tick over to the news and what's going on. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin shoot up on one of the best days for crypto in 2024 amid Ether ETF approval buzz. And we went into all the details of that on Monday. Essentially, a good chance that the Ethereum ETFs are going to be approved, most likely this Thursday, as the filings are being amended to remove staking. Any of the remaining ones that had staking as part of their ETF needs to make sure that that is removed, because the SEC still doesn't like staking. And then exchanges that are going to be trading the ETFs need to get all of their paperwork in order. This is very similar to what happened with the Bitcoin ETFs as well. All of this was going on the days before the Bitcoin ETFs were approved. So it's looking like that is definitely going to happen for ETH ETFs for Thursday. That's what we're looking at. And is this a like buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing? Well, again, as I said on the live stream yesterday, I don't think so this time. I think we're just going to see a continuation up, but we will be watching that. So Gel looks at this, looks at the chart for ETH, showing the falling wedge pattern, classic pattern, falling wedge, and then eventually breaking out. And that's what we had with Ethereum. And he's looking at the first target as 4,200, which would be its high for the year that we would be looking for ETH. Break that, and then new all-time highs are next for ETH. Here's Eric Balkunis, who is the one who kind of broke the story yesterday on ETH. Looks like You got a final answer as to whether the SEC will allow staking, and the answer is no. The First Amendment of any document to roll in post-SEC 180 in their comments to issues yesterday are removing staking rewards. So Fidelity has now amended their S1 registration statement, removing that. So that all seems to be, it's all lining up for the SEC most likely to approve all of the ETH ETFs, not just the ones that have the most immediate deadline, similar to what they did with Bitcoin. And CoinDesk, renewed hopes of a spot Ether ETF debut in the US, likely to see investors rotate money from SOL and other altcoins into ETH. So, and that's what we just showed on the chart. That appears to already be happening. Altcoin season. This is what we're looking for. Back in 2020, we had the same similar trading where in alts there was accumulation, a rise up out of that zone, a retest followed by rocket ships and alts moving up. So, same thing, 2022 to 2023, accumulation. We had a move up. We saw that in March. We just had the retest. Could this be the springboard for rocket ships up? That's what we're looking at right now. Again, what happened in the past isn't necessarily going to be repeated, but these patterns often rhyme, and this is what is looking like what is next for alts. What's happening with Doge? Well, Dogecoin flipped Toncoin following an overall meme coin revival, as well as the alts and ETH running yesterday. So we have in the top 100 cryptos, there's Dogecoin now at number 8, flipped over Toncoin. Dogecoin up 10% here over the week, while Toncoin was retracing from its big run that it had last week, now down 5%. So that's big move for Doge that we had. Even Cardano is coming up now. Slow but steady, Cardano moving up, but all eyes on ETH right now, up 30% over the week, 22% over the past 24 hours. The big mover. But Doge, why would Doge also be leading altcoin season? Well, Astro says, look, we're looking at charts and we're looking at this parabolic SAR dots, and I don't know how the SAR dots work particularly, but he's showing, again, pattern from 2018 to 2020, very similar to the pattern we've seen from 2022 through 2023, setting up for an epic run for Dogecoin. And why would that be? So Astro says here, markets move in cycles and patterns that can be visually identified. Understanding these patterns can help traders predict future price movements. And that's what he's showing on the Doge chart, is that this is about to go on a big run. And he says Doge will electrocute the planet. That's right, electrocute the planet. Dogecoin isn't dead. We talked about this last week. We had the whole GameStop and AMC thing happening on the stock side. Regardless of what started that and all that, it was still renewed attention to memes. And with risk on, with investors again, we have seen big whale accumulation of Doge again, loading up on Doge in anticipation of these moves that we're having, and that Doge will move vertical once again. And that's what we're seeing happening now. So if you didn't accumulate Doge there in the 14s, when just on Sunday you still could have gotten Doge and 14.9, I think it's going to be tough getting that low price Doge again, and you're going to have to be buying in the FOMO mode of catching up as Doge continues to move higher. And what is it that's going to bring Doge higher, and why is it going to be really what a second leg of altcoin season is what I think is going to happen, and Doge is going to lead that, and that's because of X. Is X about to integrate Dogecoin? And X Corp recently obtained licenses to process crypto payments in specific U.S. states. We're at about 26 states now and counting. So over half the states now have their money transmitter licenses. And Elon Musk, the owner of X, has posted about Dogecoin many times in the past. And that Elon Musk is still not given any confirmations about the integration of Doge into X payments. But that is what we are anticipating. And of course, it's the enormous potential of Doge, right? After bottoming out below 6 cents during the 2023 bear market, and that's where we were, right? Accumulating Doge last summer into early fall. Doge now at 15 cents. Well, it's already over 16 cents after the time of this article, which is a 2-year high, except for the 22 cents that Doge just hit back in March. While this is a significant increase, Doge is still trading 80% lower than its 2021 all-time high, indicating that there is still plenty of upside potential. That's right, because Bitcoin has already eclipsed its previous all-time high, and it's getting close to it again. ETH, moving up now, will be getting close to its all-time high. Doge still has a long ways to go before it even gets close to its 2021 all-time high, and could go even higher. So analysts are saying Doge could see another rise this month after the correction we saw in April. Liquidation charts show an increase in short liquidations, suggesting investors betting on price declines have suffered losses. And this points to not a possible, but a continued price increase for Dogecoin in the coming weeks, I think. So that's what we see for Doge, and it's looking good to me. Look, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this Dogecoin piece of the overall altcoin season, which again, I say started at 3 o'clock on Monday with the big run that ETH started right here. That was the start of altcoin season, and Doge is going to continue to lead altcoin season as well going forward. Give the video a like if you haven't already. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.